Where did you go to college and what was your major?
What floor are children's clothes on?
Which continent has the most countries? You don't like flying?
Not really. I went to Costco today.
You went where? You have my number, don't you?
I am smart, aren't I?
You've never been there, have you?
Nothing ever goes as planned, does it?
Do sit down, won't you?
Don't make any noise, will you?
You play basketball? So do I. You play basketball? I do too. I can't play any musical instruments.
Neither can I.
I can't play any musical instruments.
Nor can I.
I can't play any musical instruments.
I can't either.
I can't please everyone, nor do I wish to.
Seldom have I been so deeply touched by a novel like this. Rarely have I been so deeply touched by a novel like this.
Never in my life have I seen anyone drink as much as he does.
Under no circumstances must you make jokes about religion.
The first tremor had hardly ended when another began. Hardly had the first tremor ended when another began. No sooner had the first tremor ended than another began.
Not only is she intelligent, but she is also a very responsible person.
Only by selling his company could he save it.
There is a lot of work to be done.
There has been a delay in the delivery.
There seems to be a problem here.
Excuse me, there's a hair in my soup.
The building is on the opposite side of the street.
Yet there remain several challenges to be overcome.
Once upon a time, there lived a little girl named Snow White.
Here's the money you lent me. Sorry to give it back so late.
Now, where did I put my cell phone? Ah, here it is.
Here comes Charlie. Watch out, here he comes.
Out came the sun and melted all the snow.
After sorrow comes joy.
Within success lie hidden the seeds of failure.
Oh, it's easy, replied George.
I think it's nonsense, she said.
Then why, asked the judge, did you take the child away?
Perhaps more important than age is experience.
So plausible was his explanation that we all believed him.
Joining me now is Tim Golden, a reporter for The Times.
Located between San Francisco and Marin County is the Golden Gate Bridge.
Strange though it may sound, this is true. Strange as it may sound, this is true. As strange as it may sound, this is true.
Young as he is such a family man. Young as he has a lot to look forward to. More than that I can't say, I'm afraid.
None of them did she find useful and interesting. All I am, I owe to my mother.
What he lacks in experience, he makes up for in enthusiasm.
First, I'd like to share with you some wonderful news.
The school principal looked with pride at his former pupils.
She is to me a symbol of a truly strong woman. There was about him an air of mischief.
You can accomplish by kindness what you cannot by force.
Beer is to the Germans what tea is to the Japanese.
Finally, the day came when we had to leave.
New evidence came to light that seriously undermined the prosecution case against the defendant.
I know you don't believe me, but the fact remains that you cannot prove me wrong. Cheap labor helped keep prices down.
Could you help me move this table? I think the best thing to do is leave everything as it is.
Would you like to go see a movie this weekend?
Come join us. Together we can make a difference.
We will do the best we can to accommodate your request. They went out on a date.
Did they?
I haven't seen John today. Have you?
No, why? Why don't you get married?
Because I don't want to. Would you like to drive?
Yes, I'd love to.
Would you like to drive?
Yes, I'd like to.
I can't answer that because my lawyer told me not to.
Adam and Eve came to understand that some things are right and others wrong.
One soldier was killed and another wounded.
My daughter lives in Australia and my grandchildren in Canada.
Have we met before?
I don't think so.
Maybe I'll regret it, but I hope not.
Does the hotel have an ocean view?
I'm afraid not. Alcohol can be bad for you if consumed in large quantities.
Unless spoken to, my husband doesn't say a word.
He is the type who can't refuse when asked to do a favor. Things do not always go as planned or expected.
When they arrived in the country, they were penniless.
When I was a child, I always wanted to be an astronaut. As a child, I always wanted to be an astronaut.
She fell asleep because she was tired.
While in college, he played in a jazz band.
I met my husband while working at an insurance company.
Though beautiful, her eyes were cold.
I'll have it ready by Friday, if not sooner.
It should arrive tomorrow. If not, please give me a call.
Answer the telephone promptly, within 3 rings if possible.
Reference materials will be given when necessary in class.
I'm glad to meet you.
Glad to meet you, too. Nice meeting you, Carol.
Same here. He's Ringo Starr's son.
No wonder he's so good at drums. Sounds interesting. Can't wait to see it.
Nice place you've got here. Must have cost you a fortune. Want a drink?
No thanks. I'm not drinking anymore. Mind if I borrow your notes for a while?
Not at all.
I gotta go now. Hope to see you again soon. I've got to go now. I hope to see you again soon.
You better take an umbrella. It's gonna rain. You had better take an umbrella. It's going to rain.
Amazon getting less green, says expert. Man arrested for killing girlfriend. French president to visit India in October. Driver wanted for transport company.
Happy New Year!
Excuse me, officer. Could you tell me how to get to Mitchell Street?